Last week, the new conventional loan limits were announced. And in case you didn't know, this week, the FHA loan limits have been announced. So that's right, as we talked about last week, the new conventional loan limits was raised to $726,200. Wow, that's allowing a lot more conventional buyers to get into that product before they hit that jumbo category. But this week, FHA announced that they're increasing their loan limit to $472,030. I love the way they come up with these odd numbers. But bottom line is, it's a huge increase from the $420,680. $420,680 is what it was, and it is now at $472,030. That's $472,030. Interesting loan amount, but again, that's a new great loan amount, increased by over 10%. So that's going to open up a lot of doors for first-time home buyers, or those buyers that are in a little bit more of a credit situation that challenges them to get a conventional financing. So the FHA limit, unlike conventional, won't go into effect until January. However, in the meantime, you want to be prepared in understanding what that's going to mean to you as a buyer. FHA loans are backed by the government, so consequently they can be a little bit more lenient when it comes to their guidelines, especially when it comes to things like credit and debt to income ratio. So credit score, I think we all know what the credit score is, and that's something that, again, I like to talk to people well ahead of time so that we can look at your credit score and see if there's ways to improve it. But FHA is a lot more lenient with what they consider to be a good credit score and what they look at as far as that underwriting guideline. The other thing I mentioned was the debt to income ratio. FHA can be a lot more flexible when it comes to that. So you're probably saying, okay, that's great, but that's a term I don't understand, Diana. What is debt to income? So the debt to income ratio looks at what is your total expense. That's all your credit card payments, automobile loans, any type of revolving credit or installment loans that you currently have, student loans, anything of that nature, along with the new housing payment, including any association dues. The combination of all of that is what's called the debt, and that income, that divided by your gross monthly income, is the debt to income ratio. And again, FHA can be a lot more lenient with that. They also can be a little bit more lenient when it comes to cash reserves. Every lender likes to see a little bit of money left over after closing. FHA is a little bit more lenient on how they consider that as well. So those are some wonderful things for FHA, why you're going to want to look at FHA. The other thing is first-time homebuyers can actually combine that FHA product with some of the first-time homebuyer down payment assistance programs that are out there. That again opens up the door immensely to buyers in the marketplace, especially those first-time homebuyers. So the disadvantage to FHA is the fact that FHA requires mortgage insurance for the entire life of the loan. The government is insuring it, and they're going to insure it for the life of the loan. That's why they're a little bit more lenient. Conventional, on the other hand, does not have that. They have what's called private mortgage insurance. That private mortgage insurance does not last for the entire time of the loan and will eventually fall off. However, don't let that be something to deter you from an FHA loan. Sometimes the FHA loan allows you to get into a property you couldn't buy otherwise. And the big key is getting into the game with the house that fits your needs the best. So don't rule out FHA in any way, shape, or form, and look at that great new loan amount that they're going all the way up to $472,030 as their maximum now. So stay tuned, and we will talk about more of these great changes that have been happening this year to help you buy now or in 2023. See you next week.